It's the Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. Dave Cackley is over there across from me as usual, and we are here to present on a Monday. It is October 16th. Hey, I'm going to throw a plug in here.
Go ahead.
If you haven't been told, if you've been living under a rock, there's going to be a little campaign fundraiser 10 days from today.
All
right.
right.
At the Trail of Terror in Holton. You'll have your opportunity to come up and enjoy the Trail of Terror, which is a fun Halloween thing. They've got different themes, and you walk through this trail in the woods, and they jump out and scare you, and boo, you know. And Buffy and Sean Murphy, who run it, said, hey, we'd like to do a campaign fundraiser for you. So Thursday night, October 26th, once it gets dark, come on up. You can support the Andy O'Reilly campaign.
That still sounds weird to me.
That's the new thing,
awesome,
right?
But it's just a...
I know. You think it sounds weird to you. Dude, imagine being me.
Well, what about when you actually win?
I don't know if I'm gonna. I mean,
dude,
I have high hopes. I think
I
hope and pray for the best outcome, but I can't go counting chickens before they hatch.
I'm not saying count, but you've got a realistic chance to win this.
I believe that. I do believe that, and I do believe it's for the right reasons.
Right.
But, you know, for everybody that's come up and said, man, what's it going to be like in Lansing? I said, you know, there's a year ahead of us, man.
Right. There's
a lot to get through and a lot of doors to knock on and a lot of people to talk to and be a part of their lives. And
yep.
You know, I'm not going into it cocky. I refuse to.
Absolutely. Well, you can't go into it cocky, but you do have a level of confidence that I think you're kind of hiding a little bit, because I think
No.
The political climate is been there the last couple of years for outsiders to come in, people not from the typical political realm, and this is the right time.
I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm not. I'm really not. I think I'm more cautious about the whole approach than just about anybody around me.
Okay.
And
cautiously optimistic.
I don't want to get all, you know, I don't want to be that guy and then something goes wrong.
That's a bad look.
Don't
do
win.
that ever again.
Huh?
Don't ever do that again.
What?
That's a bad look.
That?
You don't ever. Nobody ever wants to be that guy. Don't ever do that.
But that's not me, and that's why I'm kind of just taking my time and being humble about the entire process. You know what I mean? There's a lot that goes into this, and anything can go wrong at any time. And you know, I'm going to stick to being me. I'm going to stick to keeping the message positive. I've told the other candidates that I want zero negativity, and they will find none coming from us.
But what if they start it?
That's fine. I'm going to be above it.
Okay. Rising above.
Yep.
Hey, it's like what I do with you.
Oh,
when you throw verbal darts at me, I rise above.
Oh yeah, you do.
Rise above.
That's what you
rise
do.
above. It's what I do.
And I love when you act out the part. Dave's interpretive
Physical
dance
cues.
to the news.
There we go.
All
right.
Want
to get into it?
Why don't we get into it?
All right, let's do it. U.S. and South Korean troops begin a week of naval exercises today. This comes after North Korea renewed its threat to fire missiles near the American territory of Guam. South Korea, North, and the United States regularly conduct those joint drills, enraging the North, which views the training as a rehearsal for invasion.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're going to invade North Korea. Right.
It's a tinderbox, man.
It's one of those things. Iran scares me more than North Korea. Iran always has. No. Yes, Iran's more of a threat than North Korea. No. North Korea is concerned with self-preservation. Iran, there are factions in Iran that want nuclear holocaust. So that's a little more scary.
North Korea doesn't?
No, North Korea is a communist nation concerned with. They're crazy, or Kim Jong-un is crazy, but they're also a communist, atheistic nation that's concerned with self-preservation because they believe there's nothing after this life anyway. If you've got if you've got religious fanaticism such as you have in Iran, where hey, if we die in jihad, we're going straight to heaven. That's an attitude that is scary.
Yeah.
So anyway, What else is going on? Former San Francisco 49ers quarterback Kolin Kapernick has filed a grievance against the National Football League. Kaepernick is alleging that collusion among the owners of the league's 32 teams has prevented him from resuming his football career. Kaepernick's kneeling during the national anthem back in 2016 created a political firestorm throughout the league that extended into this season. Kaepernick claimed his protest was about alleged police mistreatment of black people. So
had to give it a name.
I mean, he's made a decision. He's a cause head, and that's what he wants to be, and that's fine. But you're not going to get. I mean, you file suit against the league, you're not going to get a job anyway.
Nope.
And it goes back to the whole if your talents don't outweigh your problems, you're not going to get a job. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what walk of life. Exactly. It's any industry, and you're a political you're a public relations nightmare for any team. And now if a Tom Brady wants to do this, he's got the talent that supersedes it. If a Russell Wilson, if Cam Newton, all these upper echelon quarterbacks, if they choose to do this, that's different because their talent is above and beyond what Kolin Kaepernick is bringing to the table at this point. Had he done this a few years ago, he'd still have a job.
He
would. He absolutely
I don't even know.
would.
I think with the way PR goes in today's day and age, I think in the way that if you're going to be, and I'm not saying that Kaepernick's necessarily wrong, because there's reason here to protest. There is a bad atmosphere between police and certain groups in the country. There really is. But if any one of these people were to, like, Brady or anybody else like that, especially Brady, he's getting to the end of his career. I mean, if you're a PR nightmare like that, you're in trouble. If you're going to start to be more of a PR headache than anything else, you're done. So, and take a look at radio. If that would have been us in radio and we're going to become a PR headache, out the door.
Yeah. Oh, you're gone.
Gone.
Yeah, absolutely. But guys like Brady, like I said, Brady is still playing, even though he's 40 years old, he's still one of the top one or two quarterbacks in the league right now. So you're not, once again, if your talent, like you could be a lawyer who's got a massive cocaine addiction. But if you're a top-notch legal mind, you're going to get employed regardless of that. And I'm not comparing, you don't want to compare somebody exercising his First Amendment rights to a cocaine head, but when your protest becomes a public relations problem and a lot of the fans in the NFL disagree with you, that carries a ton of weight. You've got the freedom to do it, but other people have the freedom to disagree with that, and that's what he's dealing with, and that's what the league's dealing with right now.
And I will say this as well, if I could. I think when the problems with the police come along and when we see them, I think they're hugely amplified by social media. I don't think
absolutely.
It's a police problem overall.
No.
I can't say it's a problem with cops as a rule. I think it's the individuals within the police and things like that make it look bad for all of them. And it's really, really it's a fine line. What the job that they have to do and the situations that they're put in, it's awful.
Yeah,
it's terrible. It's a non-win situation most of the time.
And that's a good way to put it. Like, these are isolated incidents. They're bad. You wish they didn't happen. They shouldn't happen, and they need to be addressed when they happen.
Yep.
But to throw the blanket over the people whose job, by and large, and who most do protect and serve and do all the right things. Yeah, it always does get amplified, especially in the social media era. Yep. Anyway, lawyers representing the residents of Belmont. I know this is close. You grew up in this area.
Well, I grew up in Sparta, but I went to school right down the. I went to literally at the. You're gonna do the Wolverine story.
Yeah.
One of the schools that's in question is where I went to grade school, Assumption in Belmont. So this could be the money train for old Andy O. I'm listening.
No kidding. Lawyers representing the residents of Belmont have filed notice with the Michigan Department of Environmental Quality and the EPA of their intention to sue Wolverine World Wide. The former dump site of the company is being blamed for contaminating the water. Attorneys say the company is known for 17 years that the chemical in Wolverine's 3M Scotch Guard was hazardous and was in the landfill. So, I mean, the idea. See, that's the one thing you got to prove. Did they know this?
Did they?
That's
is
what
it
they
the
got.
landfill up on 10 Mile Road that they were dumping it in?
Yes.
Ah.
So that's where this is.
See, I grew up on 10 Mile.
Right.
Went to school in Belmont.
Mm-hmm.
I could hear the old cash car. I can hear the cash car coming down the street right now.
That'd be a lot of money for the Andy O campaign.
That's right.
If it comes to pass. Oh, God, what else is going on? According to the National Weather Service, waves near 10 feet south of Muskegon from Grand Haven down to Holland on Sunday. At least 5-foot waves are crashing down along much of the lakeshore. The swells came on the heels of a weekend storm that swept rain and strong winds across West Michigan over the weekend. Of course, a big game down at Western with Akron had to be postponed on Saturday because they flooded Waldo Stadium. Did you get hit pretty hard this weekend?
Yeah, a lot of rain, yeah.
Yeah. Any flooding
had
issues?
You ready for this?
Yeah.
The beginning of the summer, she's like, well, I want to get a pool at the cottage. All right, let's get a pool.
Right.
So we went and got a little above-ground pool. It's nothing spectacular, but it's better than those blow-up things that you get from Walmart, So we get this pool. We put it in. All right, pool's done. Time to wrap it up. Did you know that not only do you have to clean a pool and take care of a pool, once you get the cover put on a pool, you have to run out and buy a pump to keep the water out of the cover of your pool when it rains.
Really?
Yes. Did you know that? Because we get this cover put on top of this pool,
sense.
And
I did not know that. I'm not a pool guy.
It's sinking down. It's sinking down. It's like, what are you going to do about all this water in there? Well, go buy a pump. So we're out skimming and cleaning the pool cover after it's covered up after the winter over the weekend. Not fun.
Good times.
Could we possibly get more work to do?
Summer. It's gone now.
Yes. Could we buy ourselves more work to do at the cottage, please?
Yeah.
Everybody loves it, so I'm not complaining.
First world problems. World problems. There you go. Sports. Lumberjacks and Lions had a tough weekend. Yes. Lumberjacks dropped 2, following 3-2 to Chicago and 7-0 to Team USA. Lions came back from 35 points down. They were down 45-10 at one point to New Orleans, cut the lead to 45-38 before eventually falling 52-38. They're still just a game out of first place, and with Aaron Rodgers gone for the season at Green Bay, Lions going to end up winning that division anyway. I mean, it's crazy what's going on in the NFL right now with injuries. Michigan State and Michigan both win over the weekend. Sparty, though, jumps ahead of the Wolverines in the AP Top 25 college football poll. They're now number 18. Michigan drops to 19, and it was the Dodgers' walk-off home run, bottom of the ninth. They beat Chicago 4-1. They lead that series 2-0. That's sports.
You want to know an interesting thing?
Yes.
That same walk-off home run was on the anniversary that Kirk Gibson hit that big one back
That's
in the day
right.
for the Dodgers
in the series.
Yeah,
so. Incredible.
Go enjoy your Monday.
See ya.